I saw you say you brought up a panel from the Ditko run, and you tried to compare it to Edge of Time. Um, it wasn't a good example. If we want to get into that, because I don't know, it seemed like I said something and you couldn't respond. So like I don't know. I think now would be a convenient time to get into it. Yeah. Um, I thought your example was weird because this is a Spider-Man who was
Yes.
how old was he?
And he was raised.
I can't remember if how old he was, but still he was in high school. This is like very early Spider-Man for him, and you compare that to Edge of Time, Peter, who has he's a seasoned Spider-Man, has many years of experience. Like I think that straight away just makes this comparison not work. Especially since if we look at the context of the comics, which by the way, Edge of Time says that the death of Gwen Stacy, like that happened for him, so that's implied in the universe. So ASM 50 that ends with Peter saying, "No matter how big my sacrifice, no matter how big the burden may carry, I can't, let someone suffer or die because Spider-Man failed to act." So that's ASM 50. He's still in college at that point. Now,
Uh-huh. Hey,
go
SK,
flash
have you
forward
read the
to.
last Avengers story?
Sorry, what?
Have you read the last Avengers story?
Well, I was. What are you talking about? Last Avengers story.
There is this line of Marvel stories called The Last Insert Character, right? And in the
Okay, then
last
I
Avengers
haven't
story,
heard of that. No.
yeah, in the last Avengers story, written by Peter David, they call up Peter asking for his help, and he's like, I could, but I got a family. I'm gonna stay.
What's the context? What's the context? Is the world gonna die?
It's the Avengers are going on a world-stopping, have to stop something that could destroy the world,
And what
and
what
it's
is it
made up
though?
of like the people that aren't dead.
Like,
It's like
what's the
it's
threat?
not Ultra.
Because like
Hang on.
if it's something like I just to be fair here, if it's like the fucking Green Goblin doing some dumb shit and it's like, oh, we have Thor, the Hulk, Iron Man, Captain Marvel. Like if you have like so many of them where it's like, all right, you're gonna wipe them, like mop the floor with them. That's fine. I'll stay with my family. Like I think that's fine in that context. If he believes the Avengers can take out what's literally fodder, yeah, I'm fine with that. But like, what's the context? Does he believe the Avengers can take them?
Um, the threat they're fighting is Kang, Ultron, the Grim Reaper. And
Oh no, he
Oddball.
should be helping. He should be helping.
I,
That's
Even the
fucking
Avengers are
stupid
like,
if he
yeah,
doesn't help out.
this
If
is a
it's
suicide mission, basically.
okay,
It's
wait,
fine if he
stop.
wants to
So
stay on.
so hold up, Cade. If that actually happened, where there was Kang, Ultron, whatever, Thanos, whatever the hell you just said, if that actually happened where his help was needed from the Avengers and this could destroy the universe, yes, that's a problem. That's literally the problem we have with Far From Home. He wants to go on a vacation when the fucking world is gonna get destroyed, based on what
But
Mysterio
SK,
outlines to him.
listen,
It's bad there, it would
SK,
be
bro,
bad in the
Zendaya's a
comics
baddie.
too.
SK, Zendaya's a baddie, bro. What you mean, man?
And
And
Kate,
she's gonna die if he doesn't help. She's gonna
and
die
also
if he
yeah,
doesn't help.
Oh,
I was
shoot,
gonna get to
man.
that. I was going to get to that. Your family's dying if the Avengers lose, so that's a stupid thing for him to do. If that's actually like that in the comics, that's stupid too. But I don't know if you're recounting it correctly.
No, but no, but SK comic, they're for good. Remember?
No, yeah, remember, ASM 50. No matter how big my personal sacrifice, I can't allow someone to suffer or die, because Spider-Man failed to act. That's literally like
I thought you were gonna say something totally
That's the
different. I'm
I
gonna
felt
go
like
to SK.
ASM
And
50
stuff.
was very hard hitting on the whole personal sacrifice angle of Spider-Man. So I find it really weird how you take a Spider-Man who experienced the death of Gwen Stacy and still continued to be Spider-Man anyway, and they justify him wanting to stay in 2099 forever, never helping his world, and when he's told, what about all the good you will do, which means like saving a bunch of people, saving the city, saving the world, and he's just like, you're saying the lives of a billion strangers are more important than my loved ones? Like, that's just so bad on so many levels, especially since his whole reason for that is Anti-Venom attacked me. Wait, what if my loved ones are in the crossfire? He lost Gwen Stacy and he's thinking this. Like that, what? He was still Spider-Man after he lost the love of his life? When a supervillain found his identity and attacked her? He still was Spider-Man and said, yeah, no matter what the cost, I can't turn my back on danger. That's what he says in the game. So he retains those morals. So, like, how does it make sense that because Anti-Venom attacked him, he's just like, oh, actually, my loved ones could be caught in the crossfire, so my solution is to leave everything behind. How does that make sense for a character whose uncle died because of inaction? If his uncle died because of inaction, then why would leaving Anti-Venom alone in this world, or all the other supervillains in his world, unstopped by Spider-Man, why would that be the solution? Why would that help his loved ones? And why, again, it doesn't matter if it's his loved ones or not. Why would he turn his back on danger to people's safety? Like, why would he do
what's
that?
the danger?
Especially since people keep telling me, no, this is the comic version. This guy has the comic history. Oh, so he has the history of ASM 50, where again at the end he says, no matter how great my personal sacrifice, can't allow someone to suffer or die because Spider-Man failed to act. That, Peter? This would be like, I've seen people criticize this for Far From Home. It's worse here.
Okay, hang on. Okay, so I'm just having a little, while you're explaining all this, right? So your whole thing is Spider-Man shouldn't sit by and let someone potentially die if he could stop them. If that could,
in most cases, yeah, absolutely, it is unacceptable because of what he learned from Uncle Ben.
But one of the sticking points that you and Kirito always say is, well, why don't they just go and fix time first? Why do they have to go and save MJ? Like, are those not two contradictory points?
No, it's not, and I'll tell you why.
Saves MJ.
Kirito, shut up. Let me explain this to you. Cade, you understand that the whole problem that it was even caused to begin with was because Sloan went back to the past and established Alchemax before it was supposed to exist. So there's already a mess there. He already fucked it up. Miguel's trying to reverse what he did. That's good, because if you stop the bad guy from using time travel to mess with reality, then yes, you need to get rid of what he did. You need to undo what he did that allowed him this power. So that, and that's the thing, Cade. Miguel literally opens up. Hang on, I'm not done. He literally opens up by saying, hey, I need to go back to Peter Parker's time. He can't fix it because he's going to be dead. So that implies his intentions right there. He's going to fix what Sloan has done to the timeline. Now that he saved Peter, he can fix it. The only reason he gave for why they can't fix it is because Peter Parker was going to die. He saved him. So if Peter lives now, he has the chance to reverse what Sloan did, which is actively destroying the fabric of reality. So if that's the case, what reason does Miguel... Well, let's just start with Miguel, okay? What reason does Miguel have to not just tell Peter, hey, dumbass, MJ is going to be saved anyway, because the whole point of our mission is to get rid of Alchemax, get Alchemax outside of your time. Get rid of it, because it's not supposed to be established. MJ can't die at Alchemax if it doesn't exist. If that event is erased from history. So, please explain to me why Miguel... one good reason, why Miguel can't just bring that up, as opposed to him just caving in and doing what he wants. One reason, when he thinks this will destroy reality.
Okay, SK. They show this in the game. The Alchemax building just went over where the Bugle is.
So?
Right?
And he wants to reverse that.
And once it's reversed, it's just the Bugle building again,
yes,
right?
It's back to normal. Yes. But
so
there's no destruction. Remember, MJ dies at Alchemax in that building that gets destroyed, but that building is intact. So that helps what I'm saying. If she meets him at the Bugle for a date that day, she's gonna show up and the building's fine. There's no threat.
But here's the problem. Peter's literal location is still the same thing
Doesn't matter.
It was in the Alchemax time. Yes, it is. That means that similar enough events played out that Peter
No, it
Parker
didn't.
is still going to be at the top of the fucking Bugle building.
If similar events
and
played out, the
swinging
Bugle would be
outside
tarnished
once
like
time is
Alchemax
reverted.
was. Alchemax was in pieces. Or like it had so much damage in the building. The Bugle is completely clean and intact. Because they undid the events. That's how quantum causality works.
I just don't look. I just think you're ignoring the fucking situation.
You
of the matter
didn't
here,
even
where you're
answer
just
my
like,
question. Can you give me one
no,
reason
no,
Miguel wouldn't just bring this up?
I don't care if you're gonna be this up your ass.
No, it's not
with
up
the
my
whole-
ass. I asked you for. I asked
Peter
you
Parker
for
needs-
a reason.
Peter
No.
Parker
Cade, please calm
needs-
down.
he
Please,
needs
sir,
to
sir,
save people.
sir.
Cade,
Please calm
Cade,
down.
Cade,
Let me explain again. I want you to give me, please, just one good reason why Miguel can't just say MJ is going to live anyway because we are actively changing the things Sloane did. That's the basis of my mission and why we're doing all this. Why can't he just say that to Peter? What is stopping him from saying that? Instead of doing what he thinks will destroy reality.
That's not okay. First of all, you're being disingenuous. That's not going to destroy reality saving MJ because it doesn't.
Wait, sorry, what? Say that again.
You're wrong.
I
You're
actually
being
didn't hear you.
disingenuous.
No, but like the Miguel
he
thing.
never. It's literally like again, like Miguel is literally just like, I mean, yeah, I should probably actually go do that. It's not that much of a hassle.
Stop. You
Miguel
didn't answer my
says it,
question.
Cade.
What did I get wrong? What was I disingenuous about? What did I frame about
This
the
will
situation
destroy
that was
reality
inaccurate?
if I go and do this instead.
You know what?
Yes, because that's what Miguel
he says.
says.
Stop.
That's what Miguel
JP, I got
says.
it. JP, I got it. He says the
Yeah.
future depends on. And
I was talking about that as
Cade, you're completely wrong on this. When he does the save, when he actually goes on the mission, he says, "Oh my God, space-time is being stretched thinner and thinner. It may reach a point where it's irreparable." They acknowledge it. It's literally about to happen during the mission. He knows this is going to happen. He even says this is going to be a huge mistake. Why do you think he says that?
I don't. Okay, I'm sorry, but there's still like a whole ass hour after that before it
Cade,
gets
you
even
can't
worse.
use meta. Cade, you can't
Hang
use
on,
like meta.
hang on.
Well, you use
Cade,
arrow. You can't
Cade,
use that.
what does that have to do with what I just said?
It's not.
I'm-
No, like
Cade,
I'm
stop,
not even being
stop,
meta.
stop.
There's clear time
Cade,
passage
Cade,
between
I
the
want
chapters.
you to just answer
It's
my
not like
question
5
because you're
minutes.
struggling to do this. I'm just gonna make it very simple, okay? Miguel thinks that if he tries to save MJ, it diverts their mission and reality can implode as a result. He thinks that the future depends on them getting the mission done as soon as possible because going after MJ is he thinks it will destroy the future. That is what he thinks. He makes that very clear. So if he thinks that, then why does he cave into Peter's demands instead of giving him pivotal information that defeats Peter's entire argument? One reason.
Oh, okay, SK. Okay, SK. Can I be meta-contextual with this reason?
No,
Can I do
in
that?
universe. No. I don't care
Of
about the
course
meta.
I
I
can.
care about Miguel. Miguel's character. Why would he not just do the mission and tell Peter why this pivotal information, how MJ would survive anyway? You can't die from an event that's getting erased. That's impossible. So one reason, Miguel wouldn't bring up that information.
Because he's already said, hey, we're already doing this, right? This could be a little dangerous. And Peter's like,
He says
no.
the future depends
Doing
on it.
this.
That's not a little dangerous. That's literally just
And
the
my
destruction of
future is
reality.
nothing without her. Go do it. It's like, alright, yeah, you're right, Spider-Man.
Cade, if he says my future is meaningless without her, all he has to say is, she'll still be in your future. She'll still
Yeah, and that
survive
would be shitty,
because we're erasing
and
the event that killed her to
derail the
begin
whole
with.
fucking scene.
Why can't he just say,
Worst
we're
scene.
erasing the event that killed her to begin with? Why can't he say that?
SK, when
Why can't
SK
he
was
say
watching
that?
Hamlet, why doesn't Hamlet tell.
I don't give a
Oh
shit
my
about
God.
anything. I care about this game. Why
I'm
can't
sorry,
Miguel
bro.
stop?
You sound
Stop!
like the
Cade,
worst
Cade, answer
person
my
to
question.
watch
No, answer my
narratives
question.
with.
Why does Miguel's character? He wants to protect reality. Okay, that's his priority. Why doesn't he just say MJ will still be in your future anyway because we're erasing the event that kills her? Why can't he say that? One reason. Yeah, exactly. You have nothing. He's out of character.
No, because
I don't care if
I'm
Peter
sick
David
of this.
wrote
You
it.
have
It's out of
your
character.
fucking whole existence is dedicated to fucking hating this game. You
No,
would
it's not.
have
Cade,
Whoa,
Cade,
whoa,
Cade,
whoa! Oh
Cade.
my
I
God!
wasn't even gonna talk about it
I'm-
until people started dragging my name into it. Like, what are you talking about,
Okay,
Cade?
Yeah,
I didn't
Cade,
talk
okay,
about this for
Cade,
months. I don't
Cade,
care that
Cade,
much.
stop, Cade,
I'm only
Cade,
bring.
stop,
I'm only
Cade,
talking about it now
Cade.
because the
Criticize.
Discord started spiraling
Hang on.
and people started saying,
Hang
"Yeah,
on.
SK's
Hang
take
on.
is on it. It's so bad. He's brainwashing people." That's the only reason I got involved. If you don't want me to get involved, then don't talk about me.
JP, what are you?
Okay, I was gonna say, Cade, I'm sorry. This is technically, if you want to point finger, it's technically on Liam because Liam was the one who started this whole Edge of Time story sucks. Technically, it was Dark Lord Jada, but in terms of people we've talked to, it's Liam. Liam then talked to SK, and SK went out of his way to watch it, and then yeah, he said, "Yeah, this is bad." So technically, you want to blame anyone, it's technically on Liam because SK used some of Liam's criticisms. SK didn't just, oh, this came out of my... No, both he and Liam talked about it. They both brainstormed ideas, and SK heard Liam's criticism. He's like, yeah, that's a good point. Of course, SK didn't say, this is all my comic legend. No, because SK's like, no, I agree with that take, and I'm going to... yeah, like, he doesn't need to throw Liam under the bus. That's not fair. SK wouldn't do that.
That's crazy.
My friend said this, so therefore, comic legend said this. Go attack him, not me.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I mean, even if Liam didn't like motivate that, it's like, can I not talk about a video game? Can I not do that, Cade?
Apparently not.
And also, Cade, you didn't answer my question. Why is that in character for Miguel? I asked you, and you couldn't answer. You had to move to something else.
Throughout the whole fucking game, it's Miguel being like, listen to me.
Yes.
And Peter's like, all right, I'll destroy this robot for you. I'll put the fucking nuclear waste back, right? I'm doing this. It's a equal exchange.
This helps my
I've been
point, by the
saving
way,
your
that
ass.
Miguel thinks
This is
he's in
your
control of
one
the situation and that he's
thing.
calling the shots here.
Oh my
That actually helps
God.
what I said.
When you die, you need to donate
Whoa.
your brain to science. You need to donate your brain to science.
Okay, alright, guys, one-on-one, okay? Kairito, mute people if they interrupt.
Like, we
But go on,
gotta
Cade.
donate SK's brain to science, guys.
No,
genuinely
Cade, I want you
surprised
to
by
stay
this, bro.
focused on the topic, right, Cade? I'm just simply asking, why can't Miguel say, when Peter says, my future is meaningless without her, why can't he just say, she'll still be in your future anyway, because we're undoing the event that would have killed her?
SK, look, I get your point with, like, why doesn't he say that? But simply, there's a reason for it. It literally breaks up the pacing of the scene. It
What?
doesn't
Stop.
add
Stop.
anything.
Stop. You're
important.
Stop. Miguel doesn't think in his head, I'm not going to say this pivotal important information that would save the universe because the pacing of the scene. Do you think Miguel O'Hara in canon gives a shit about the pacing of the scene? What?
You gotta be... Okay, again... Can't look at any fucking... If you're
No, answer my
criticizing
question.
the writing,
Why would he care about the
you are
pacing of the scene? Why would
criticizing the
Miguel
writing of the
in
scene,
canon care
if you
about
were
that?
at-
Why
you
would he
can't
care
look
about
at
that?
everything in canon, SK. Nothing
No,
is...
this is when you talk about if people are in character, you talk about in universe. You can't go from a meta perspective. You have to go in universe. What the characters know, what they think, what they value. You have to appeal to that if you want to talk about whether or something is in character or not. So again, I'm going to ask you one more time because you're struggling to answer this question. If Miguel believes that the future depends on them getting the mission done, and Peter says, my future is meaningless without her, why can't you just say she'll still be in your future anyway, because Alchemex won't exist by the time we're done, and Alchemex is not supposed to exist, and she can't die at Alchemex because of that. Why can't he say that?
SK, I have a question for you. How would Miguel know?
So we're not
that
answering the
Alchemax would
question.
be-
Lovely.
No,
How would he know?
Hang on.
How would he know?
No, I'm
Interesting.
answering. I'm answering, SK. Shut up. I'm literally answering. You literally let me have 3 words in before you said you're not answering.
Go on.
Okay, so your whole thing is, oh, Miguel's going to know Alchemax will be gone by the time they're done.
No,
first of all,
not even. It's not even that,
Walker
Cade. I want to clarify
No,
that
no,
real
I'm
quick.
not
Real
done.
quick. I'm helping
I'm
you.
not
I'm
done.
helping you.
Let
I'm
me
helping
finish.
you.
Let
I'm
me
clarifying.
finish.
I'm clarifying real quick before you go on. I'm not just saying that he knows this. That's his plan. Go on.
Okay, here's the problem with that. Walker Sloan establishes Alchemax in the timeline in the 80s. Alchemax has been around for decades by the time we see the present day version of it, right? The only reason, right? So, in order to stop the Alchemax timeline from technically existing, Miguel is going to have to go back to the 80s as well. But we never see them do that, do we? They just go back and forth because that's where the 2 portals are.
Cade.
Right?
Yes,
There's
I understand what
nothing
you're saying.
for-
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, huh?
Can I tell you
Miguel
why that's not
doesn't
relevant?
have the
Can I
doesn't
tell you
have
why
the
that's?
B and end
Can I
all.
tell you
Like,
why that's
I'm
not
going
relevant?
to erase the Alchemax.
Can I tell you why that's not relevant? Because
How?
at the beginning of the game, he says, he went, he created Alchemax back in Peter Parker's time. He says Peter can't fix it because he's going to be dead. That's the reason he gives for why he can't fix it. That's the reason he wants to save him so he can fix it. That is the explanation he gives, and he's the expert here on quantum physics and all that bullshit.
Okay, how
You
is-
get that,
okay,
right?
I'm sorry.
Do you get that?
I'm sorry.
Do you get that it was his plan
He's
from the
trying to
beginning
make
of the
sure that-
game to reverse this stuff?
Can't revert. Okay,
Which is what happens
can't
in the
reverse a
game.
timeline
Because that's his
change.
plan.
this is a 25-year-old Peter Parker, right? He's not
Oh,
old
that's
enough to
really...
stop.
He's 25 years old, he's 10 years into his career, and he's acting like this? Man.
Okay,
Hey,
he's like
SK,
a
let him
little,
talk.
he's
Let him
like a
talk.
chief scientist at Alchemax. I'm sorry. Okay, whatever. SK, you're just being disingenuous. That's not even the fucking point. The point is,
If I'm
the
disingenuous,
timeline has
disprove what I
already been.
said.
The timeline is already, like, Alchemax already exists before Peter Parker is born. How is Peter Parker being alive going to stop Alchemax from existing in Peter Parker's timeline? The only reason
Why don't you ask Miguel
the
that, even though that's
timeline
his
gets-
plan? Like, why don't you ask this to Miguel?
The only reason why the timeline snaps back to normal is because Walker Sloan, along with Anti-Venom and Otto as the Atrocity, got put into the portal at the same time as fucking CEO Peter, while reality was gonna fucking explode. Walker Sloan was just erased from reality, just making it possible for him to have gone back in time in the first place, right? That's the only reason why the timeline snaps back into place.
And
Miguel
Miguel
no
knew
way of
this, right?
actually
Miguel
doing
knew
that.
that this could happen, right? That there was some way of resolving that, right?
The way to resolve it is that Miguel would have had to have gone back in the 80s and stopped
No,
Walker Sloan.
but that's not what happened in the game.
Yeah, because he does. Okay, SK, do you not remember?
Look, here's the thing, Cade.
like,
I don't
what
remember this whole thing,
happened?
and you can give all the reasons you want for why it happened in the end. What doesn't change is the dialogue at the beginning of the game that specifies that's Miguel's intentions. That's his plan. We can pull up the clip if you want.
I'm pretty sure the clip is that he says, "I'm trying to make sure you don't die," not.
Yeah, why
We're gonna
is
erase-
that? Is he just doing that just for the sake of it, or does he want him for like for a deeper purpose?
Because he doesn't want Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna bring up the transcript right now. Spider-Man
It's literally like he
Edge
saw
of
Walker Sloan.
Time. You know what? I'll pull up all the cutscenes real quick. YouTube.com.
Like, he literally
Spider-Man
sees
Edge
in the
of Time, because I want to get the concrete dialogue so you get this.
Grab your family. Dora's got a brand new show.
I don't care.
Sil-
Thank you, Paramount. Alright. Let's go. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. They're working with the time gateway, right? You know, the gateway room where you control where you go in time.
Gateway goes to the present in 2099, right?
Yeah,
there's
but
no-
you know how Sloan does that? How he even went to the 80s to begin with?
makes it one. He makes the time portal, and then goes
Oh,
to the 80s.
so they
one-way
theoretically
trip.
could go there. So they could go there and stop
He'd
what he
have to
does. Yes,
He'd
which
have
is
to
what Miguel wants.
reprogram it. As soon as he makes the one in the present day that and links it up to the one in the 2099, right? Are now irrevocably like linked, right? You'd have to make a whole new gateway before, like there's
Which
only
Miguel has
it's a
information
two-way
on.
street.
And they literally operate the technology. And it doesn't even matter. I want to bring this up right here. I have direct dialogue. I'm just going to read it word for word. Miguel says, "It's changed. Everything's changed. But it didn't start here. It started back then, back around Peter Parker's time. And he can't fix it because he's gonna be dead." That is the exact words. So what do you think it implies when he says he can't fix the changes done to his timeline if he's gonna be dead? Because he's gonna be dead.
Okay.
What do you think that implies?
But he also
He implies that there's a chance to resolve that if he's alive.
Yeah, he can take down Walker
Yes, so that's his
Sloan, 'cause
plan.
Walker Sloan's
So
a
that's his
normal
plan, right?
man.
So that's his
But he's
plan.
gonna-
So
it's
his
still
plan
going-
is to
okay,
restore it back to
SK.
the Daily Bugle, right? Is that his plan?
No, that's not the plan.
Yes
He's
or
gonna
no?
take
Yes or no? Yes or no?
That is not the plan.
Yes or no?
That is clearly not what's
Why?
being implied
Why?
there.
Wait.
You are-
Cade. When someone says I can't do this thing because of this, but they undo the because of this, what do you think that implies? That means they can now. Do you know how English works?
Okay, how? Okay, SK, I have a question for you. Genuinely. Being this hyper literal, like thinking that is the one-way path that line means, right? What the fuck is normal ass Peter Parker just taking down Walker Sloan
By communicating with Miguel and getting information on what he's supposed to do. It's very simple.
Okay, again.
And Cade, I don't even care. I don't even care about. Stop. Let me just say this real quick. I don't even care about the whole like mechanics of how they do this or whatever. I care about the characters' intentions and their stated intentions on what they're doing. The reason I don't remember all the time travel bullshit mechanics or whatever is because, contrary to what you believe, I haven't gone through this story in like months. How long ago did I make that Edge of Time video? Let me check. I made that video 4 months ago. I haven't touched the whole story on this in 4 months. So, without having even gone through this, we're just going through like what the characters believe and their intentions. Already, all the things you're saying don't make sense. They don't work in defense of the story. If any, it's just reflecting exactly what I was saying about it. So like I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. Like, oh, how could they give me a plan for how they could do this with all the time travel mechanics, whatever. Haven't gone through that in months. I just care about the characters' intentions. I mean, that's the thing that really sticks with me with these stories anyway. What the characters do, what their intentions are, and how that plays into the action we see on screen. So, I don't know, Cade, refute the intentions. Don't question the time travel shit.
What am I trying to refute here?
Refute the intentions. He says it started back around Peter Parker's time, and he can't fix it because he's gonna be dead. So he thinks that because he dies, he can't fix it. He saves his life, so now he can fix it.
SK, genuinely, brother, use your noggin.
No,
like
use
more
your
than a
noggin.
second.
Talk about the intentions of the characters.
How? Okay. Again, Alchemax is formed in the 70s. I looked up the
I
line.
don't care. I don't. You have
nothing
you
he
have
can
the
do.
wormhole
Even
anyway.
with-
I don't care. You have the wormhole that can go through time. Miguel has knowledge in
It
quantum
goes to-
physics already.
they
I
are
don't care about that.
It's present day 2099. They'd have to make a whole new gateway.
Okay. Wait. So you're saying Miguel wouldn't try to make a gateway if he believed it was necessary to reverse damaging effects of the timeline? You don't think he'd do that?
Okay, Miguel could probably make a gateway, but
so then what you just said is completely meaningless. And by the way, he doesn't have to make one. He can repurpose the one that exists. He can repurpose the one that exists.
Sweetie, booby.
He can repurpose the one that exists. I'm actually gonna look into this. How does he even resolve this in the game? I don't remember. Again, I don't remember these mechanics because unlike what you said earlier about how I just exist to shit on this game, I haven't thought about this story in months. But you know, it's been brought back. Let's see.
Dude, okay. You can't make the current fucking time that they've got, right? With Anti-Venom in the building and all of Alchemax programmed to try and kill Miguel right now, right? There's no time to be like, all right, I'm gonna build this quantum tunnel. Like, they can barely even repair it as is later on when it gets a little bit damaged, right?
They send the technologies to each other.
You want to build a whole new one? And even then, Miguel would have to make that.
Hold up, I said they didn't have to make a new one. They can repurpose this one, which they do in the game.
Can't. It's okay. They repair it. They still go to the same area.
Doesn't matter. You can still repair it.
Shit.
And also, you can repurpose it. You can repurpose it if you fix the machine and then change what it does. That's common sense, that you fix a machine and you can repurpose it.
You can repurpose a machine, but it's a quantum fucking tunnel. You can't repurpose where a quantum tunnel goes to.
No, the machine creates the quantum tunnel.
Yeah, and the quantum tunnel is linked to the other machine, which is also making a quantum tunnel simultaneously. Like, there's no...
What does that have to do with anything? You do realize the machine on one end gets shut down in the game, right? That happens.
Can't deal with this, man.
I mean, you never countered me on what I said about the character's intentions. Miguel says he can't fix it because he's gonna be dead. He saves his life. There's a line of dialogue right there that proves what I'm saying.
Doesn't prove shit. Again.
Why?
Peter Parker.
What do you think the point of that line is? Tell me the point of that line.
The point of that line is to because again, SK, the very next scene after Miguel says that, it cuts to present day where we see the normal, Parker working in the Bugle, and then it gets shifted to him working at Alchemax.
That does not tell me the purpose of the line.
It's a transitional line to show us fucking Peter.
No, I'm talking about from Miguel's perspective. What is the point of him saying that? What does he mean? What does that statement convey? What is the point of that line? What does it convey?
That all the timeline changing, and he knows Peter Parker's gonna die, so he's got to do something to make sure that Peter Parker doesn't die in that new timeline.
Why is that important? What does he bring up? What does he bring up as a point of importance for saving his life? What does he bring up?
Maybe fix it, but again,
yes, exactly. So fix what happened. That's his intentions. So that proves what I'm saying. His intentions is to reverse what Sloane did. That's the plan. So if that's the plan, then MJ, if his plan is actually successful, she can't die at Alchemax from an event that doesn't happen anymore. His plan is to get that wiped out of history. That's what they do in the game.
This is why I don't like talking with SK about Edge of Time, I'm not gonna lie.
So you don't have a response. That's good to know. You don't have a response.
I'm sick and tired of talking about Edge of Time.
Because you don't have a response and you can't defend the game. That's why.
No,
because you can't defend the game. You can't defend the game.
You can't enjoy
if there's an answer, yes I can. Yes I can. Across the Spider-Verse, I love it. You can ask me any questions, I'll answer it very efficiently. Here's the difference, Cade. When people ask me questions about the things I like, I try to answer them in a fairly efficient manner. And if I don't have an answer, I'm just straight up like, okay, I don't have an answer. I don't know. Maybe I need to look into it. Either that, or I think about it some more, and I'm like, I do have an answer. Okay. What you're doing
Hey, but I
is
gave
you're
you answers,
sidestepping.
and then you just go,
No.
"Well, your answer's dumb."
Yeah, and I
Like, shut
explained
up,
why it's dumb.
SK.
If you
Shut
say
up.
if you
Be
tell me 2 +
disingenuous.
2 = 7, I'm gonna explain why it's dumb, and you have no response
my
to me explaining why
God.
it's 4.
I love straw manning. I love straw manning.
What did I
love
strawman?
it.
I didn't strawman anything.
Nothing about what I said in response to that fucking answer is equivalent to saying a
No, it
mathematical
is,
equation
and I'll tell you why.
is wrong.
I was
No,
telling
it
you, no,
isn't.
I'll tell you why. I was telling you that Miguel's intentions was to undo what Sloan did. You were saying no. I said, okay, here's the line that proves it. And you said, no, actually, the point of that line was to transition, which is like, that's a complete non sequitur. What does that have to do with what I just said? That's irrelevant. The point of what, and you eventually had to concede. You eventually had to concede. Oh wait, yeah, he does think there's a chance to reverse. Like, yep, exactly. That's his plan. That's what he's trying to do. That's his intentions.
I don't know, man.
So you lost on the intentions thing. You lost on that. So now that we have no. Cade, now that we have it set in stone that Miguel's intentions is to undo what Sloan did, why can't he just say to Peter, my plan is to undo what he did anyway, which means MJ won't die because it's an event that's getting erased from history. So explain that. Why can't he just say it? We're back to the question I kept asking you, and you couldn't answer.
Yeah, okay.
Why couldn't he just say that to Peter? Why?
Again, my answer when we said it the first time is still fucking true. That would break up the actual fucking pacing of the scene.
Oh, so you're back to this.
Line.
So you're back to Miguel thinking in his head
What?
that explaining something important would break the pacing of the scene. Okay,
make the
wonderful.
Scene worse.
Thank you,
the scene
Cade.
is worse off for doing that. You
What?
want a worse scene? That's
Cade, please think about what you're saying. My point is that Miguel is out of character for not conveying pivotal information that would help the future get saved. That's what he thinks. And the reason you're giving for why he wouldn't convey that is Miguel, is that the pacing would get ruined. Miguel doesn't care if the pacing of the scene gets ruined because he knows, he doesn't think he's in a video game. He doesn't think he's in a cutscene. He's a character in here who thinks all of this is real. Why would he care about if this breaks the pacing of the scene? He's not the audience. He thinks this is real. He thinks reality is actually at stake. What are you talking about?
SK. I'm sorry, dog, but you cannot genuinely look at everything through the lens of why character saying it.
Why doesn't a character stick by their
that's not
principles or their beliefs? I think that's a fair question to ask.
No. Again, oh my god, dude.
Do I believe that Miguel would
Again.
convey information that he knows is true in order to have the future saved? Yeah, I do. I think he would do that.
At this point, he's already said, "Hey, maybe let's not do this." Peter's refuted him. Why would he?
Peter didn't disprove anything from his perspective.
Again,
he didn't
that's
disprove
redundant.
the fact that he thinks reality is going to unfold, which it almost happens in the mission.
Can we move on? 'Cause we were actually having
Can you
a
answer
fun,
the
actual,
question?
decent conversation. No, I'm sick and tired of talking about Edge of Time with you and Kiriko. I
mean,
don't like
you-
talking about Edge of fucking Time with you
Cade,
two
why
bastards.
did you bring it up in the
Do another
server? Why did you
fucking
bring it up in the
conversation.
server then? Why did you bring it up in the server?
I didn't bring it up in the
Yes,
server.
you did. Yes, you did.
No. To be
You literally tried to bring up comic panels out of context to defend it.
No. Wait. No. That was because of me. That was because of me.
Okay, and I chose to respond to it. So, like, at that
Okay,
point, you shouldn't
and it's
engage.
2
When you
fucking
say something
days
in
later,
public, you don't
when
have
you
to say
decided
anything.
to make this
You don't have
our
to say
problem
anything.
again.
Okay, Cade, if you don't want to engage with it, then don't say anything in public.
Cade.
It's that simple.
You made it, SK.
Cade.
I didn't
not
force you. You
put
you
these
had
on
free
me.
will. You had
Wait,
agency.
Cade.
That's all you.
You know
That's not
you know
me.
Bardo, right? Cade, you know Bardo, right?
I don't look. I don't want to talk about Bardo. SK,
No. I'm just asking.
What are we
No.
talking about?
I'm laying out a point here. Wait. I'm laying out a point here. He's been pestering me and just bothering me like the entire day. I chose to not interact with. I'm not obligated to interact with him. If he's bothering me, if me talking about Edge of Time is bothering you, you don't have to respond. It's
fine.
that simple.
Okay. Yeah, and I have genuinely not.
You
been
don't have to
actually
respond right
interacting-
now. You didn't have to have.
Oh my-
You weren't obligated to have this conversation with SK.
Kirko, I don't think you were here at the start of this. We were talking about my fucking unpopular opinion tweets, and then SK made it another Edge of Time debate. I don't care. I literally said,
Well,
"Can
yeah,
we
'cause
not
you
talk
brought it
about
up,
Edge of
so I
Time?"
was curious
and then
if you were
SK
willing
went
to
on,
engage.
Well, why don't you answer? Why don't you answer? I'm a dumb fuck. I want you to answer right now.
Yes, I want you to answer
I
why you think a
type in-
character is in character when you're insisting they're in character. Yes.
I think you should find a 2mm shotgun.
Oh,
and I
really?
think you
We're
should
going that
fucking-
far, huh?
My boy.
Over
Really?
fucking
boy.
media
Really,
discussion?
Cade?
You're
My
that
boy.
fucking petty?
Cade,
Jesus
so-
Christ.
Cade,
Cade,
I
what
don't
the
think
fuck?
Spider-Man would be
Cade,
proud of
Cade,
you. I
you-
don't think he would be proud of that behavior.
Okay,
I don't think he'd be proud of you telling
What the
people
fuck
to
is wrong with
hang
you?
on. I don't think he'd be proud. I don't think Peter Parker would be proud of you telling people to off themselves because they disagree with you on a video game.
I don't. It's no.
Well,
It's not me.
well, SK, he's a
It's not
stranger.
about the disagreement
My loved
about
one,
Edge of
so
Time.
I don't know.
That's
fine
true. If
with
you
you
say it to a
fucking
stranger
disagreeing.
and not your loved ones, it's fine.
I'm fine. No, SK, I'm fine with you not liking Edge of Time. That's fine. But when you want to be disingenuous, and when I, for multiple times, said I don't want to talk about Edge of Time with you, you keep pushing the map because we've been in multiple VCs
You
in the
brought
span
it
of
up.
like 2
You
days.
brought it up yesterday, so I asked you today.
Because Kiriko brought it up, and me and Ven were talking with him about it. That's why. It's not because Kiriko
Yeah,
brought it
but
up.
you said it
don't
in
want-
public. So if I see you say something in public, I assume you're fine with people responding. So
That's okay. Where the fuck? Okay, did you want me to just DM the panels to Ven and Kiriko independently? Like, I'm sorry.
no, I'm not saying.
Sorry
I'm
that I
saying
put it
what
in
I'm. No.
general.
I almost called you Kairito. Cade, when you say these things, when you're trying to defend the game out in public, and I see that, when it's a public forum, I can say whatever I want to respond to it, and then you wanted this conversation here, right? You wanted to have this conversation, so I translated, and I'm like, okay, you had the conversation on the suits, whatever. Do you want to move on to this topic? Because I'm actually kind of interested in hearing what you have to say about it. But now it shifted to us talking back and forth. You can't answer questions, you can't make arguments, whatever. And then you tell me to put a fucking something millimeter Glock in my head or whatever. Crazy. But man, I don't know what to tell you, Cade. I really
I think
don't.
you need to lose the attitude. I think that's what
Check
you
DMs.
need.
You told
You
someone
literally
to die
told
over
him
a
to
video
fucking
game.
kill himself over a fucking
you don't-
media discussion.
You don't get to talk
What the
about
fuck?
attitude. My attitude
Yeah, you
was
shouldn't be
calm
fucking
through and
talking,
through.
dog. What the fuck?
I don't know what's gotten in your head.
Check DMs, SK.
That's fucking wild. What the fuck? Oh.
Disagreement day.
Yeah, it seems.
This is crazy.
I just.
When are we having the Deadpool Wolverine debate?
Oh, I.
We're not. We'll have that shit. We'll do it like when it comes out on Disney Plus or whatever.
It's like a little
I'll watch that shit on 2. I'll watch it on 3 times speed.
No Way
I'm not-
Way Home is a 7 and Deadpool Wolverine's a 4.
Careful, Kairito. He might tell you
We're
to
not-
put a
let's
katana
not
up.
do that. I'm not getting into that either. Come on now.
That's what you said verbatim. What do you want me to?
Yeah. Okay. Kirito, as we just established, if I'm saying let's not get into that, I'm not gonna humor it further because then we're gonna have another 30 fucking thing that's gonna end with me saying kill yourself. Like, we're not doing this. All
Well,
right?
Cade, don't you
not a
think that
me
might be a
problem.
you problem if you're telling
I
if you
just said
literally
that.
cannot
Whoa.
control yourself and tell people to die because they disagree with you on superhero media? Like,
I think.
I don't get
Well,
it.
no,
Like,
no. It's not. No, SK. I'll be fair. I'm gonna be fair with you. it's not simply because you guys disagree with me. And with Kairito,
It literally is because I'm
not-
just disagreeing with you.
I'm not-
I didn't do anything other than disagree with you.
you have a very smug aura, that's why. But
So someone's smug,
What?
therefore you deserve. They
Aura.
should be encouraged
You
to
said you
commit
have aura, bro.
suicide. What?
Yeah, okay, dude.
That's
Yeah.
glazing,
No,
bro.
man.
I don't
First of
think
all-
of aura when I think of SK, dude. That's crazy glazing.
Also, also,
Literally fat.
Okay, hang on, wait,
also,
hang on, wait. Hang on.
I
Hang on,
usually
hang on.
like usually I'm not like this because well one usually when I talk to people in VC they're respectful. I never get into this situation with Liam where Liam makes a point about Across the Spider-Verse and I tell him to go die because of it. That doesn't happen.
I don't think I've ever been that mad. I don't think I've ever been that mad when I say criticized Tasm where I was like, "Go hang yourself."
No, I remember
care.
when JP said, "I want you to stick a knife in both of your eyes." I remember when JP said that.
When did I say that? I did not say that. That's a lie. I did not say that, you liar. You can't do black on black
You can't
lying,
prove
bro.
a negative. You can't prove a negative.
I was about to say, because I was about to say, did I? No, I didn't. I was respectful to SK.
I mean, I feel like this kind of just proves what I've been saying, is that I've seen, like, the worst of the Spider-Man fans I've seen have largely come from Edge of Time, because I've already had, this is funnily enough, this isn't the first time I was told to off myself over this game. This is the second time. We're collecting Infinity Stones at this rate. It is...
That's crazy.
Also, Kate, I hate to side with SK in this one, but like, you can't call him smug when you were judging Kairito when he said, "Oh, I will let you do the Deadpool and Wolverine monologue," and you were like, "Oh, what would you do that? Like, why would you
can't
do
really
that?"
call
I was like,
someone smug
"Whoa."
when you encourage them to take their life over a video game, and you think so high of
Okay.
yourself that's just beneath you to consider.
SK. I don't know. Did you genuinely think I was saying, you know, ooh, I really actually
Cade,
want him to do this?
Cade,
No, man.
Cade,
The whole point
Cade,
is I was fed up,
Cade,
and I'm like,
Cade,
shut
Cade.
up.
I get mad at
That's a
people all the
better
time.
way.
That doesn't mean I tell them, hey, you should take your life. It's a bad thing to say to anybody. I don't know why I have to tell you this. How old are you?
It's like 20. He's in his 20s.
So you're in your 20s and you're telling people on the internet to take their lives because they criticized the Spider-Man game you like.
That's not again.
That's
I
fucking
was
wild,
fed
dude.
up with you. I was angry. I'm a bit more calm now. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say that now.
Okay, Cade, I understand. Cade, do at times Liam and I yell at each other about Spider-Man 2? It's not a lot, but like, it happens. I don't tell him to kill himself. I want to roast him. There's stuff I want to say, but I hold my tongue because I know it's too far over a video game. But I still hold my tongue as much as I can. You can like ask, like you watch. You don't talk to him, but ask him. You can say something right now. Ask him, hey, has JP ever told you to kill yourself because you don't like Spider-Man 2?
I would assume not. I would assume not.
Liam will probably be like, "What? No, are you stupid?"
Yeah, I would assume not.
He get more mad if anything.
That's just crazy. I mean, I don't know what there's left to say. Like I've tried to explain my points to you. You got mad. You couldn't counter them, and then you had to resort to that. I don't know. I think some self-reflection might be appropriate. I don't know.
Oh my god.
That wasn't even a
Right.
joke.
Moral high ground is crazy.
I'm not
with
even-
SK.
You told him to fucking kill himself,
Okay,
dude.
so-
What do you
so
want us
Cade,
to
I
say?
said-
Cade,
What?
if you-
Think maybe-
Cade, is Jesse Pinkman moral high grounding when he gets mad at the guy for shooting a kid point blank? Is he a moral grandstanding now? Are we gonna attack him more than the guy who actually, shot someone?
Oh, I said maybe you should put a fucking 9mm in your mouth.
Yeah, over a
Versus
video
that
game
fictional
discussion.
character shooting someone.
Cade, that kills people.
I didn't do any physical harm to you.
Cade,
I
that
didn't
kills
say
people. Did you know that?
Cade,
shit
I-
that would actually affect
Cade,
you
Cade,
because you clearly are
Cade,
taking it in
Cade,
stride,
Cade.
big hombre, and
Cade, are you
you're acting as if
okay?
I
So you're
committed
trying to
some
defend it.
horrible
Wonderful.
sin to you.
Listen,
Sorry,
Cade,
but
have you ever
you
tried?
You're not fucking
Hang on,
mad
Cade,
about it.
Cade,
You're
Cade,
just fucking
Cade,
Can SK
Cade.
talk real
trying to
quick?
Have you ever
hide
Can SK
tried,
talk
just
real
for a
quick?
second, right? Have you ever tried of just going into a situation and not forcing the thought in your head, I'm right, I'm right. Can you do that for a moment, right? Can you just try when you could get confronted on something or someone has a problem with you? Just think for 1 second. Maybe just drop the whole I'm right attitude that you have. And maybe you'll make some more progress with people if you do that. Maybe you will. I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, I feel like this is just unhealthy
well,
to live
I can
in
tell
your
you
life
for
in
a
general.
fact
If
I've done
you
that
constantly
outside
walk
of
into
this
everything
group,
with
I
the
can say
mindset of
that.
I'm right, I don't think people are gonna like you very much. Like when they know you personally. I understand that there's always gonna be weirdos out there that find anything to dislike someone, but when people know you personally, I think that's where it really counts. And I'm just trying to be like earnest here. For the people that actually know you and like, you know, have earnestly engaged with you as like a person, if you just walk into the mindset of I'm right all the time, it's not gonna go well for you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Alright, okay, I didn't need that lecture.
I feel like you
know
do.
that.
I feel
I
like
think
you
you
do.
did. I think you did.
I really
No,
think you did,
I
Kate.
don't.
I really
I
think
have
you did.
other
bad
friends
nature,
that
DM.
Don't make me that angry. I don't know, man.
Now, Cade,
Don't make
I think
Cade.
what would be useful is if you chilled out, maybe just leave the VC and take a break.
Yeah, bro.
Take a
No,
break.
how about
break.
you? You know, how
Just
about
take a
you leave
break.
the VC?
All right, take a break from telling people to fucking kill
Hey,
themselves.
I
over
don't think I
discussions.
need the
How
break
about that?
here. I don't
How
think
about
I
that,
need the
bro?
break
Hey,
here.
How about
I'm,
that?
I'm
You are the
chill.
How about
one
that?
that told them
I
to
didn't
kill
even
themselves.
say anything volatile against you when you said that. I'm just like, hey, here's some life advice since you're clearly
bro.
not well adjusted.
Yeah, bro.
I
Exactly.
feel like
Like
SK.
that's probably one of the
Go
most
take a
chill
break.
ways
Yeah,
to
Go
respond
take
to
a
that.
break.
Okay, Mr.
Go take a
Disagreement
break.
Days.
Nah, go take a break.
Yeah,
Nah, go take a break.
disagreement
Go
day
take a break.
is where you just
Mr.
talk about just
Disagreement Day. Go
So-
touch grass, dude. Go
Okay.
touch grass. Go touch grass.
Okay,
All right.
hang on, wait,
Yeah,
Kate.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, Kate. Okay, Kate. Okay,
Oh.
Kate, dude. Okay, Kate. I had to defend you from Kyrito because he said, I forget like what you guys are, but he said that even Kyrito said that you should kill yourself, and I came. I was like, well, let's relax. All right, let's chill. Like, and you because even like, well, Kyrito, that's a bit too far, but you can't own up and say, you know what, that was too far. I apologize. It's like
Look,
I had to defend you from that when Kyrito
apologize
said that,
for-
dude.
I'll apologize a little for saying that in the moment, right?
You'll
The way
apologize a
SK
little.
is,
A little.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
A little. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
no,
just a
because
little.
now you're
Just a
over
little
here-
bit. Just a tiny bit.
Now you're-
Just a
now
tiny
you're
bit.
over
Okay.
here- all right. Okay.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't
Yep,
know who
that
the
makes
fuck
sense.
You are.
That makes
Stop
sense.
running your train. This is
Can you
between
stop
me
telling
and
people
SK,
to
not
kill
you.
themselves over
The
media
irony of
discussions?
you
Can you
saying
can
running
you
your trash.
can you fucking
That's
stop
wild.
doing that?
Like,
That'd be
Kate,
great.
Like,
Well,
Hey, can I
Like,
say
Kate-
something? Because like when you
like,
say
Kate-
that when you say that to me, I really I don't fucking give a shit. I just laughed when I heard that. But can you just imagine for a second if this was someone
Then why
who's
are you
actually
fucking
like
moral high grounding this?
Cade,
Why are you
I'll tell
acting
you,
this way?
Cade, shut up for a second. This is what I mean by the whole I'm right. That's what you keep
Say,
doing.
I am
'cause you
wrong.
don't listen to anything.
Hey, I am
Cade,
wrong.
Cade, the reason I'm bringing this up is because think about it for a second. What if I were someone that doesn't take that very well? What if, because there's people out there that hear that kind of stuff, and they actually act pretty drastically on themselves as a result of it. What do you have to say to those people? What if I was one of those people and you decided to say what you said? You didn't know that. Cade,
Wow.
Cade,
If we're
this
in the
is-
heat of a
I'm
moment,
gonna head to league after this
So-
because this I
so-
think I've had enough here.
oh God,
That
Wow,
sounds like
dude.
wait, that
Wow.
sounds like just a
Cade,
lack of
really,
self-control
I'm
on
just
your
gonna
part.
say you'll
Yeah,
probably
let's
look
go.
back at this in years from now and feel like shit. It doesn't have to be years from now. That's
Again,
what I'm gonna
still
say.
moral high
It
ground.
doesn't-
Nah,
doesn't
let
have
him
to-
finish. Let him finish.
That's not even. Cade, that's not even a moral high ground thing. That's a
You're
personal
gonna think
advice.
I'm SK. You're gonna think about bullying me or saying mean things to me years later. I'm not gonna think about you.
Cade, it's
fucking
not
tomorrow.
just about mean things. It's about suicide encouragement. I don't think you
It's
understand.
also about
that.
having self-control when talking to people. It's called being
Yeah,
an
like-
adult, Cade.
Yeah, Cade, if you get in a disagreement with your boss, are you gonna tell him to kill himself?
No. 'Cause
Why
first of all,
is
I'm
Really?
that?
disagreeing with
Why
my
is
boss,
that,
and
Cade?
we're gonna
Really?
get to this point. It's not gonna be this stupid. It's not gonna be this asinine. But
Cade,
You don't
Well, no,
think you're
it's
gonna
actually
interact
gonna be
with
more
people in
serious
real
because
life?
it
Like,
involves
you're not
a
think you
livelihood.
interact
Cade,
with people
I had a
in real life.
That's more
racist
serious
kid.
issues if you're talking with
Cade,
your boss. So yeah.
You know people are
Cade,
fucking stupid.
like, you
I'm
do
gonna
it
just head to
obviously
league right now.
because
This has been very fun.
What a fucking psychopath. Holy shit.